Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. It seems like a really
while.
long time since I've spoken to you. Yeah.
Well, yeah, to say it at the same time.
I know.
It doesn't sound staged whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're naturals, aren't we, really?
We are so natural at this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no one quite like us. I mean, we've just got a natural flair for this. We could talk for hours on end about literally nothing. Literally nothing.
I think it's our flair for public speaking.
Yeah, except if I am public speaking, I'm not usually very good at it.
Yeah.
Or like interviews or any type of speaking that involves person-to-person contact.
Yeah.
So basically, I can speak into a microphone or into a telephone because that is part of my job. So person-to-person contact, I suck at.
Yeah.
But any other type of like speaking, yeah, I'm great.
Yeah. I don't even like speaking to people on the telephone all that much.
Yeah, but I kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't really do it in my personal life unless someone's having a bad day or someone wants to talk to me on the drive home. That someone's usually Lana.
Oh, so you made it me for my friend phoning me when he's walking home. But when your friend's driving home, that's all
What
right.
are you talking? I didn't moan at you. When have I ever moaned at you? I said,
moaned at
okay.
me.
No, I haven't. I've said, are you his only friend?
Yeah.
That's all I've said. Because I don't understand why it's every day it's you.
It's Friday. It's just a Friday.
Oh, did he allocate Friday to you?
I don't know. It's just the day he phones.
Lovely. That's all I ever said. I never complained. I'm just like, fine, take your call.
It's you implied it though. I'm sure you did.
I don't give a shit that your friend calls you.
Oh yeah.
I really don't give a toss. In fact, now, whenever we record on Fridays, I keep an eye on the time just to make sure we're done in time.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I am. Fuck you, Matt. Fuck you.
Okay, I misunderestimated you then.
Why do you think I say, you know what, we should definitely start at 5 today?
Yes, yeah, well.
I said it last week as well, and that didn't happen.
No, it didn't. What time did we start last week?
Well, not that late. It was like 6, so it wasn't that much later.
Yeah. We really should say a couple of weeks ago, because that's the episodes we're talking about.
It was like a month ago now. It's probably more than a month ago. Because last week we did Boy in the Box. The week before it was the outtakes. The week before that it was Anastasia. And the week before that it was... Oh, fuck, I've forgotten.
The thing before that.
The thing before that, yeah. The week before... Oh, the ancient ramen.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, how do we move on from this topic now?
Ooh, we could say no to Theresa May.
I've been saying that since she stole the seat of the Prime Minister.
She didn't steal it, technically, though.
Yeah, but she's not the Prime Minister anyone voted for.
Yeah, you don't vote for the Prime Minister, though. I'm not trying to defend her.
You vote for the party as it is.
Yeah, you vote for the party, but...
As it is.
I don't know, not necessarily. You vote for the party to lead. And then if David Cameron resigns...
I say another election should have happened back then.
I don't know, what, right after Brexit?
Yeah. Why the hell not?
Maybe. Well, we've had one anyway. We're going to have one
exactly.
anyway now.
You were saying right after Brexit. This is technically right after Brexit. Article 50 has been triggered. Theresa May has pissed off those people in Brussels.
And the Brussels people have pissed us off as well, so... It's all going really well.
Yeah. Fun times, fun times. But I don't understand why she pissed people off. Because they kind of do hold the cards. She basically just wants to retain all the benefits of being in the EU. And get rid of all the negatives in this deal. So I feel like she's very ignorant and she went in. I get the facade she's trying to put up that she's a strong female in a position of power and she can do whatever the fuck she likes. But if I was... I've forgotten the guy's name. What's his name?
Oh, that idiot Juncker. God.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was him, I'd get pissed off at her as well. I'm just like, you know what?
I'd get pissed off of him, though. He's an idiot as well.
Yeah, I know, but he's the one that she has to deal with.
Yeah.
So if I was him in his position, I'd just say no on principle to everything for the next 2 years.
The problem is politics. It's both sides are playing politics. What businesses have said is that it's just easy if you just get the politics out of the way and just, agree a deal that's best for businesses. But because both sides want to play politics. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Theresa May, but I can understand.
Is anyone?
Obviously, some people are.
Ugh. You know, one thing we've already forgotten. We jumped too quickly into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so intro music, play on.
Welcome to the Dorks Deduction Podcast. where we talk about stuff.
That was a nice intro music.
Yeah. Let's get talking about politics, because we haven't spoken about that yet.
No, we haven't. We definitely haven't. We didn't say that Theresa May's ignorant.
No.
And that whatever his name is, the French dude, Brussels dude.
Luxembourg, I think he is, actually.
Luxembourg dude. I'm not being racist at all. He's a twat
Idiot.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay, you can say idiot. I say twat hard. Okay.
Well, they're offensive either way, so...
Yeah, except I don't know why I said twat hard whenever I ever said twat hard in my life.
I don't... What is it? What does that even mean?
When your twat gets hard, I don't know.
Isn't a twat a vagina, though?
Yeah, I don't know why I said it, okay?
Oh, hard vaginas. Yeah.
I don't know why I said it.
Are you regretting it? Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really am.
Okay.
I'm reevaluating my whole life now.
Yeah.
All my decisions that led up to this point.
Well, some people might not have heard we're having a general election in Britain.
No shit.
In June.
Yeah, it's funny how Theresa May said there's no way in hell we're having a new general election. A snap general election. And then turns around and has it.
But it's an opportunity to maybe
gain more seats. Yeah.
And, well, I think it's very clever, probably from Theresa May's point of view, in a way.
It seems to be going well for her so far.
Yeah. I think also the way she's framed it as saying, you know, all the opposition parties are trying to get in the way of our Brexit plans. So...
Yeah, such a cow.
It appeals to very hard Brexit people.
Yeah, but I don't think she's factoring in the fact that a lot of people didn't vote in the referendum. Let's not forget that. And a lot of people regret that they didn't vote in the referendum. So I think they might be paying more attention to elections and referendums coming up. So you have those, and you'll have those ones that feel like they've been misled and voted Brexit or Remain, that are reevaluating their decisions.
Yeah.
Just because Britain voted to leave doesn't automatically mean that the Tories are in.
Yeah. See, I think the referendum, there was a lot of undecided. So people who didn't really know what they thought of the European Union either way.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be pretty much the same for this election. I don't think they know which way they want Brexit to go or not. So I think it's going to be the undecideds that will be a big part of this election.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see, though.
Well, I'm stuck because I don't really want Brexit, but I know it's happening because Article 50 has been triggered, so you can't really stop it. So I'd rather go for like a soft Brexit, because a hard Brexit is basically just cutting everything off completely.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by EU countries. These are the people that we have to work with, basically. And it just makes life easier to have a soft Brexit, and I don't think... It depends on what kind of Tories you get in the seats of power, but I don't think the Tories can do that, especially the way it's been beginning.
Yeah.
I don't think Theresa May could deliver on a soft Brexit because they've got off to a bad start as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if we voted someone else in, sure, they might not have wanted Brexit, but maybe that's a good thing, because then they could try to be more rational about it.
Yeah.
And it'll be like a reset button for the talks, hopefully. I don't know, maybe. That's maybe me being optimistic.
See, personally, I think Jeremy Corbyn would be very good for Brexit.
No shit.
He will try and get a Brexit that works for working people.
Yeah.
Is the bad things about the European Union in terms of like workers' rights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what he'll try and tackle.
The problem I'm having with Jeremy Corbyn is I really like him. I really, really do. It's just his party doesn't seem to. So, yes, I think he could that would be his ideology if he was to get into power. But if his party isn't behind him, will it really work? If he doesn't have enough power behind him?
I think at the end there, you've got to convince the voters. That's the main thing. If he can convince the voters, then he's got a lot more credibility on his side than the rest of the party does. But it depends. The problem with the Labour Party is it's got the most difficult position, because it's, 2/3 voted Remain. There's still a third of Labour voters that voted Leave. So, even though more people voted Remain, you still lose quite a sizable portion if you go too soft Brexit, maybe. Yeah,
but that will be the same with the Tories. Not all Tory voters unanimously voted to leave, sorry.
Yeah, but I think the Tories are less split on the whole thing. Labour's a lot more split.
Yeah, there's so many like different splinter cells in Labour right now.
Yeah, so I think Labour's got the most difficult, kind of like, also on immigration as well. That's always going to be the most difficult thing to please as well.
Do you want to know who has my favourite stance on the immigration policy?
Who's that?
UKIP. Do you want to know what their one is? 1 in, 1 out. Just one in, 1 out.
Ooh.
Because that works, doesn't it?
Does that work?
No, it doesn't. It's sarcasm. It doesn't work.
How does that work even?
Queues at the airport saying, okay, so you're about to leave. Okay, we'll let this person from Bulgaria in. Or when one Bulgarian leaves, another one can come in. When one Polish person leaves, another one can come in. Is that how 1 in, 1 out works?
Don't you just end up with the same amount of people though?
Yeah. And isn't their argument is that we've got too many people?
I think so.
To be fair, I think if UKIP get in power, they might force people out of the country, so they will get what they want.
Worst thing I saw about UKIP was Aaron Banks. Like, I saw a video on YouTube, and I only saw the title. I didn't actually watch it, but you know, a few weeks ago, I think UKIP said they wanted to ban the burqa, or it was part of something they were thinking of introducing. This guy says, don't ban the burqa, ban Muslims.
Fun times.
I thought, wow. You know, you're going from somewhat unreasonable to completely unreasonable.
Yeah, that worked for US, banning the Muslims.
Yeah.
How does banning the Muslims got anything to do with the EU and Brexit and all that?
It's just their policy.
It's just their, ramshackle racism. No, all light with UKIP. I don't understand how they don't get done for hate speech. How are they any different from the EDL, other than they're a political party? They spout the same rubbish.
I think it's the way you phrase it. I think they get away with it.
I do that sometimes. Maybe I should be a politician. I've been seriously considering it. I was watching Designated Survivor the other day.
Yeah.
As in yesterday. Actually, no. As in last week. Because it wasn't last week. My timelines are so messed up right now because of these episodes. At some point, I was watching Designated Survivor and the Prime Minister of England was an Asian woman. I'll be that Prime Minister for you. Don't bother voting Tory. Don't bother voting Labour or UKIP. Vote the Dorks Deduction. Vote us.
It's going to have a Reich on the end, isn't it? I know it.
I would genuinely register us as a political party if it was free.
If it was free, yeah. I don't think it's not, though, is it?
No, it was like 150 or something. It's still not that bad to be a political party. But is that a yearly thing or?
I don't know. There's still a lot of DVDs you could buy with that money, though.
Yeah, that is also very true. That I could use to educate my constituents with.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just draw in Labour. Let's become MPs.
I'm already a member, so...
I was thinking of doing that and I was halfway through, but I'd left my card inside and I was outside. I was doing it on my phone, by the way. I should have explained.
Yeah. I think if the listeners haven't already detected, we do maybe have a slightly Jeremy Corbyn bias.
Yeah, but we are so biased. Why are we doing this episode?
I think we're trying to keep it balanced.
But what, like me calling Theresa May ignorant, UKIP a posh version of the EDL?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so balanced.
But, who knows about the future of UKIP? They had bad local elections, and I know Labour did as well.
But we already established that once the UK leaves the EU, they don't get money, so they'll become obsolete.
Yeah.
The EU is the one that pays the UKIP politicians, aren't they?
Well, it pays the MEPs. It doesn't actually pay the party. MEPs will go because they voted to leave. So
okay,
but they'll still be able to fund. They've got donors and stuff like that. They're not going to be short for money.
Who would bother donating for UKIP?
Well, people like Aaron Banks and stuff like that. It's their money if they want to do what they want with it.
Yeah, fine. You do realise us being biased towards Labour is not going to work in our favour when it comes to the elections, because we cursed America by putting Trump in the Useless Celebrities episode.
Yeah.
And then in retaliation, he decides to go and become president of the United States.
Yeah.
So we are fucking ourselves and Britain over by supporting Jeremy Corbyn. You know what? Jeremy Corbyn is shite. Theresa May is a wonderful, wonderful leader of a party that is wonderful, wonderful.
She's so strong and stable.
Yeah. She's not disingenuous at all, even though she said that we wouldn't have a snap general election and now we're having one last minute. So other parties haven't had time to prepare, whereas the Conservatives have, because she knew that she was doing this.
Yeah.
That's not a terrible thing to do at all.
That's the benefit of being in power, though.
Yeah, I know, but I've just said it's not a terrible thing to do. It's fantastic.
All right.
It's amazing that she managed to outsmart everyone by, lying.
Yeah.
Because not many people can do that. I mean, she's so great. Jeremy Corbyn, what does he want? He just wants rights for people like us. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Twathead.
Yeah, who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah.
And UKIP are great. They just saying what's on the British people's minds.
Yeah. Oh, Nigel Farage. What a bloke.
He's not even part of UKIP. Didn't he? Okay, so
he's not leader anymore, but he's still, I think, for the cause and stuff like that.
Yeah. And Nigel Farage has such a strong relationship with Donald Trump, who is the best president the US has ever had.
He should be our ambassador, Nigel Farage should.
Yeah.
I think he's the image of Britain we want to put across to the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Boris Johnson. Neither of them are buffoons. No. They are good at what they do, even though I don't know what they do, other than incite cynicism and hatred. A loving type of hatred, though, might I add, because they're both amazing people.
I think Boris Johnson is absolutely right about Jeremy Corbyn. I think Jeremy Corbyn's going to be disastrous for, world politics. I think the world's just going to blow up when Jeremy Corbyn takes over.
Yeah, because he's the one that has the nuclear weapons of mass destruction. I mean, the US don't have access to them at all, even though Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage are buddy-buddy with the US.
Do you know what's incredibly controversial? Well, apparently, according to some people,
what?
Jeremy Corbyn's going to be very cautious about using nuclear weapons. How controversial is that? I want him to be really eager to use them. I want him to be straight in there, press that button.
He doesn't like the use of nuclear weapons. I mean, not only does it have an instant effect, it could have a long-term effect.
Yeah, I mean, think of the cleaning up you could do.
Yeah, it's not just the people that would die in, the explosions and stuff. It's the people in the surrounding areas that will slowly die and have genetic defects because of the nuclear weapons of mass destruction. I mean, who isn't looking forward to that?
But also, they get to send one back to us as well. How amazing is that? It's like a game, isn't it? It's like really kind of,
Yeah, it's like battleships.
I love that game. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like real life battleships. We could totally do it.
Yeah, that sounds like fun, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn shouldn't get into power. That guy's such a killjoy.
I know, right? And he complained about not getting a seat on the train one time. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't get a seat on the train? It's never packed.
Yeah, no one's kind of having to sit on the floor. I mean, what an idiot.
Yeah. After a long day, who would sit on the floor of a train? There's always seats everywhere.
Yeah, and Virgin trains, they always show their CCTV for everyone sitting on trains. Not just, not just for political opposition,
Yeah.
Are we going to be genuine at any point?
No, I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with this. I'm not going to lie.
Who else is there we can have a go at?
I don't know. Tony Blair said something recently that made me fear that he was going to come back into politics. I can't remember what, though.
He did an interview with Alistair Campbell. I think he's trying to have another go at rehabilitating his image.
That was me throwing up.
Do you know what's most disturbing as well? I was looking at the comments on the YouTube video. It's like the GQ magazine, and it's the comments underneath.
Wait a minute, GQ magazine? He was in the GQ magazine?
Yeah, well,
Isn't that supposed to have fit guys in it that wear nice clothes?
It's got a bit more than that, and I suppose some people might think Tony Blair's a bit fit.
How many times are you going to make me throw up today?
What's disturbing was the amount of comments trying to defend him.
How is he defendable? The guy should be in prison right now.
Apparently it's about making tough decisions. He had to make a tough decision.
He made the wrong decision.
He tries to almost admit that, but he's also trying very hard not to admit that. He's trying to say, oh, of course I think about the mistakes we made, but we did it for the right reason. You made a
shit ton of mistakes and a shit ton of people died because of it.
Yeah.
Not just Iraqis or Afghanistanis. If he's selfish, think about the British people, the people that he sent out there.
Yeah.
To fight a war, a legal war.
Also, there's this Navy guy came out today and criticised Jeremy Corbyn's foreign policy, and he said a military has to be, effective. So a bit like how, Libya military interventions were effective in Iraq.
He is so right, though.
Yeah, so, Jeremy Corbyn, he's just going to be,
He's going to be useless and try not to have any wars, probably.
Yeah. He's not going to make, those effective decisions like David Cameron did in Libya and Tony Blair in Iraq. He's going to talk first, bomb later. Whereas, it's bomb first, talk later.
They didn't talk.
I know.
Trial later. Talk first, court later.
Yeah. So really, I've just got to hope Jeremy Corbyn doesn't get in.
Yeah, he'd be terrible.
Yeah, he wants to bring back collective bargaining for workers as well.
What's bargaining?
Collective bargaining. That's where
What is that? Is that unionised?
Yeah, it's where you can say, you're not paying me enough. Because you know how people's wages have gone up so much since the Conservatives took power. I mean, really, they're going through the roof at the moment.
We're all in the 1%.
Yeah, it's all because we outlawed collective bargaining that our wages are so high. We're so rich because of banning collective bargaining.
I don't have to actually look at what I'm buying in shops anymore just to see what prices they are.
Yeah.
I could go ahead and buy whatever I like.
Yeah.
I don't have to put something back because it's £12 rather than £8.
Yeah.
Because that £4 doesn't make a difference now.
I'm going on holiday everywhere. I'm Sweden, Japan, Norway. I'm going everywhere.
Yeah. I haven't gone on holiday in several years because I'm having a massive staycation so I can spend money in my country and help the economy there. But our economy doesn't need help.
No, it's fine on its own.
Yeah. We don't need to spend money in it.
Yeah. Also, do you know what Jeremy Corbyn wants to do as well? This is really, really funny. He wants to spend money on education and the health service.
Who needs money on that? Education's fine. Health service is fine.
Great. I mean, they're not struggling for funding at all.
In schools, there's 10 people to a class.
I know.
That's fine. And NHS, there's no waiting list now. I mean, you get referred for a treatment and you're there in a week.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait 2 months to even get a response and then 6 months to get your treatments. No one's dying while waiting for a doctor.
Yeah, doctors barely have to see anyone these days.
I get appointments at my GP surgery so frequently, they're like my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had to wait weeks and then decide to give up and just go to an out-of-hour surgery and wait for several hours to be seen.
Yeah, I just walk into the thing and the doctors inspect me.
Yeah, you basically just walk straight into the surgery and they know who you are because they don't have to see that many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're on a first name basis with you. They don't even have to bring up your files.
Yeah. They don't even have to tell you to bend over anymore.
And remember when the Labour Party were in power before, appointments were 10 minutes long at the GP surgery. Now I sit there and chill for an hour and have a cup of tea.
Yeah, just awful.
I really do like this sarcasm episode we're doing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, Jeremy Corbyn, also, what an idiot. He wants to privatise the railway. He wants to nationalise the railways.
Really? Why? I mean, it's affordable. The prices don't go up every year just because of the greedy fuckers.
Because privatising the railways has gone really well so far.
It has.
It's been brilliant. I mean, it's been amazing.
There's been no strikes at all this year, have there?
Yeah, down south, the trains run really well down there. And only driver trains are working really well as well. So
yeah. Nobody gets into arguments on the train with, jobs that need to get kicked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that never happens. I mean, nobody needs assistance getting off and on a train if you're disabled.
Yeah. Do you want to know what this moron Jeremy Corbyn as well wants to do?
What now?
He wants to put Wi-Fi on trains. What a dickhead.
You just made me throw up again.
I know. That's just awful, isn't it?
Who needs Wi-Fi on a train when my phone connects flawlessly when I'm on the train to my data?
Yeah.
There's no delay whatsoever. I don't give up halfway through trying to Google something because it's not connecting properly. Internet, perfect. What a twat.
Yeah. Do you want to know how he wants to pay for this as well?
How?
He wants to pay for this by putting up corporation tax, which is currently 19%. That's lower than any other country in Europe, I think.
What a bastard. They already pay too much.
I know. I mean, 19% already is way too much. I mean, putting it up to 26%, which is still lower than most, pretty much all European countries. They're really struggling for money as well. It's not as if they're paid 75 times more than most other people are. They do 75 times more work than we do, so,
Yeah, it's not the employees doing most of the work and them reaping the profits.
No, they don't pay people low wages.
Corporation tax goes up. Corporations aren't earning as much money. They decide to trim the fat. and decided to get rid of the low-level employees, which are the ones that are struggling anyway.
Yeah.
Shit, I slipped into, like, serious mode.
That might be an argument you could use against it.
Yeah, I know, but we're doing the sarcasm thing and I like it.
Yeah, but I'm just going to keep on it for a moment.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I was going to cut this.
Corporations still make way much more money than these workers do, so if they try doing that, then they're pretty much bastards, basically.
Yeah, we already know corporations are bastards, because if they weren't, they would pay their workers a living wage rather than having to claim tax credits.
And if you paid your workers more, they'd be able to consume more, so they'd buy more stuff. So, you know, you'd think it might work that way.
Yeah, but they don't give a shit. They care about their bottom line.
Yeah, they care about just maximising profit and stuff like that.
What fucking titwanks.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we slipped out of the sarcasm.
I know. We've got to get it back somehow.
Say something else that I can turn sarcastic.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm running out of what I can remember.
Just name any politician now.
Politician. I can't think of any.
Neither can I.
We've named the most famous ones. Did you see Theresa May and her husband on the One Show? They really asked the big questions. I think what the nation really wants to know is who puts the bins out in that household. And apparently it's the husband. Apparently he does the boy jobs and she does the girl jobs, apparently.
She's such a fine figure of feminism.
Yeah.
So is she also chained to the kitchen like she should be?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, she wants to take Britain back to the 1950s, so that's what she'll be doing.
Yeah. One thing I heard about Theresa May, at these debates, she's having to pre-approve the journalist questions, whereas no one else is doing that. And that is just really smart. Yeah,
and Jeremy Corbyn's so unpopular. When he goes out, there's no crowds at all. He's just there on his own, speaking into a microphone, hoping someone's going to hear him.
Yeah, Matt wasn't regretting coming to London the other week because Jeremy Corbyn was in Leicester. That's the reason he actually came to London, because Jeremy Corbyn went to Leicester.
Yeah, it was a really terrible speech as well.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, I'm so wishing I wasn't there.
You weren't there, remember? You came
I
to
know,
London because
that's why I'm so happy I wasn't there.
Yeah. To be honest, like, I feel like, in all seriousness, stepping away from the sarcasm, I feel like Jeremy Corbyn is both the most loved politician that we have right now and also the most loathed politician we have right now. And it's weird.
Yeah, I think that's the problem, in a way.
Like, Theresa May, I think people respect her. They might not like her, but they respect her. And UKIP, I don't even know who's leading UKIP now.
Paul Nuttall,
that's the one. Paul Nutty. He's just revolting. Yeah, that's it. That's what I said about him. He's revolting. With Jeremy Corbyn, it's really weird. I don't understand the harsh violence that he lets off.
I mean, at the end of the day, at the general election, you have to get your message across, and if he doesn't do that, then I suppose he's got to take the blame in some ways. I think there's mitigating circumstances there, but I do think if he loses the election, I do think he should go, though.
He can start his own party. He could join our party.
Yeah, we'll take him any day.
Oh my God, then we'd actually have an actual member of parliament in our party.
Yeah.
So people don't vote Labour, so Jeremy Corbyn has to leave Labour. And Jeremy, like, just send us an email, all right? At thetalkseduction@gmail.com. We'll hire you.
Yeah.
Remember, they do the opposite of what we say, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Don't vote Labour at all.
Yeah, they're so shit.
The worst party in the world.
I know, right?
Yeah. The Conservatives as well. God. Borrowing going up. They're so brilliant, they are. They keep going on about how they're keeping the deficit down, but borrowing's gone up. And the deficit's gone up, apparently, as well. So.
The world is fucked.
Yeah.
If Britain was a bank, what would our credit rating be like?
Well, God, goodness knows how much the debt is. The problem is it's not like a household income. It's a lot more complex. Like, borrowing's what makes the economy go round, basically. That's for everywhere.
I forgot this is your wheelhouse. I'm going to go to sleep now.
I'm not going to go into it.
It's going to get boring. You're going to talk about the economy and stuff and teach me about the recession again.
Yeah, I won't go there.
Okay.
No.
It was fun when we were being sarcastic.
No. Well, I can't think of any other politicians that we can talk about.
I think we've actually put our point across.
Yeah.
I don't really know if we can say anything else.
We'll get off the soapbox now.
In all seriousness, right? when you're in the voting booth, don't make a snap decision. Actually think it through and think about the fallout. Think about the gains. Don't just think, I like that guy. Don't just think, oh, they're supporting the one part of, they're supporting hard Brexit, they're supporting soft Brexit. Just think about it as a whole. Just think about what it will be like, life under their rule. Would you rather be under Theresa May's rule or Peter Nuttall's rule?
Paul.
Or that wacky old codger's Jeremy Corbyn's rule?
And in the day, vote with your conscience. That's the thing. Yeah. Either way it goes. You know, you voted with your conscience. You've done what you think's right. And you either wait and see.
Don't do it for selfish reasons, I say.
I don't know. People are always inclined to vote for selfish reasons, though. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if you're voting to save your job, that might be described as selfish, but you can understand why they're doing it. So
I like to think big picture.
Yeah. But I don't know, if your job's at stake, though.
Again, we've established my job's never going to be at stake.
No. Not for us, though, but for some people it might be, so... I don't know. Vote. All I would say to people is vote with your conscience.
All I would say to people is don't vote Labour because they suck.
Yeah, and that. Don't vote Labour because they're just full of twats.
They're such twats. Like, UKIP and Conservatives are the way to go because they're such honourable human beings and they're making me tear up.
Yeah.
It just makes me emotional about how great they are.
They just seem so human, don't they? So real.
They are. Yeah.
Genuine.
Exactly. That is the one word they are, is genuine.
Yeah.
They've never told porkies or exaggerated.
You can just feel the warmth coming off Theresa May, can't you?
Yeah. I want her to be my child's godmother.
Yeah. I think I'm going to put a poster of her up on my wall, I think.
No, I'm going to hang it outside my window, man.
Yeah.
Why are you going to leave it internal?
Yeah.
Let the whole world see.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think we could do too much more.
Yeah. I mean, we tried the real and then we went for the sarcasm. Basically, what we're saying is don't be twats. Just know that Jeremy Corbyn is great.
Yeah. I mean, we know the way we're going to vote.
Yeah, I think it's clear we know the way we're going to vote. I mean, it's nice if you vote alongside us. I mean, if you don't and you have your own reasons for doing so, fine, you can carry on listening. To be honest, if they aren't Labour type people, I don't know why they'd be listening to us.
I think, yeah, if you're not Labour type people, you may have given up by now. But
yeah, because we have a Labour type tone.
Yeah.
I feel a lot. We're socialist cunts, basically.
Yeah. We just want to destroy the world.
Yeah, by helping people.
Yeah. Bring it to its knees.
Yeah, by not using nuclear weapons.
Yeah. God, I feel so awful about myself.
Yeah, I feel like I need to take like a really long shower.
Yeah.
And like have the water be so boiling hot that it like melts off my skin. I feel that disgusting.
What's wrong with me? You know, I don't want to bomb Syria, you know. It's... Oh.
It's almost like you have compassion. Ugh.
I know. Oh, compassion, yeah, vomit. Oh.
How many times have I thrown up in this episode? About 50.
I know. We really should stop talking at some point.
Yeah. So go out and vote.
Yeah.
That is our goodbye today. I mean, if you're not from England, then this whole episode was a waste of time for you. If you're not from England, so I'm assuming that you're Americans because I've got stats. You're probably American. Just know that your country isn't the only one that's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're alongside there with you.
Yeah.
Alongside there with you. Does that make any sense?
I think so.
It makes enough sense, doesn't it? Like, people know what I mean.
It makes sense to us.
Yeah, it makes sense to us, like Jeremy Corbyn. Anyway, so, yeah, go out and vote and goodbye.
Yeah, au revoir.
Goodbye.